Hello, this is Sandra Hart. Thank you for joining me and welcome. A lot of you have been asking about an interview with Arthur, my husband, my own personal Larry David. So I thought, because I interviewed him on the Queen Mary 2, that I could give you a bonus video today, just showing a little bit of our trip that we did to the West Indies and the Caribbean over Thanksgiving, and also the long-awaited interview with my 93 and going on 94-year-old husband. So watch the intro and I'll be back to you in just a little over a minute.
Christmas is almost here. Let's toast to a very good year. It's just you and me, chilling right under the tree. Stay outdoors, a different kind of date. I'm all yours and I can hardly wait. Come along, start the show, having fun in the snow. Your white smile is brightening up my date. Your blonde hair out of a fairy tale. Come along, start the show, having fun in the snow. Christmas is almost here. Let's toast to a very good year. It's just you and me, chilling right under the tree. Whoa, I love
On the Queen Mary 2, we are on our way back home to New York City, and this is Arthur, and we just wanted to say hello to everyone. And what would you say about this voyage, Arthur?
Wonderful. Here we're on the ship for 12 days over the Thanksgiving holiday, and I was just thinking, I said there's about 7 billion people in this world, and there's only 2,000 people on this ship, and we are fortunate to be one of them. I mean, it's unbelievable.
And you know, this is the only ocean liner. What do you think about being 93? I guess I should ask you that.
When I think about 93, the only thing I have to look forward to is the 94. You know, and I'm on my way to 94. And, we get old too soon and smart too late. That was an old German proverb. And this is the problem. And we right now, we don't have enough time. I don't have enough time, to do all the things I really want to do. So I have to do day by day.
What kind of people are going to be there, Arthur?
There'll be people, I don't think, there'll be old people. If the people are old, they'll be over 90 if they're in the Second World War. And I don't think many of them are going to be alive. I don't think there are going to be many people.
But, there are young veterans, Vietnam,
yes,
a lot of people on this ship, maybe that are younger. Do you miss our dogs?
Oh, I miss them terribly. And I can't wait to see our dogs. And, we gave them 12 days of hell. We put them in a kennel, and we haven't found, we didn't know what was happening. So I hope everything's okay when we get back.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be fine. But isn't it nice they have the ship all decorated for Christmas? We took this ship, it was just 3 years ago almost, in December 17th, I think we boarded the ship to do the transatlantic crossing for your 90th birthday. And here we are 3 years later, doing it again. And thank heavens, after Thanksgiving, they started decorating. So the ship is beautiful, all decorated with Christmas trees and wreaths, and it's just so festive and very nice. And we've met a lot of nice people here from all over from England. We met this great couple next to us, and they've only been married 7 years. they met at a sneakers exercise group. He is 100 and she is 93, but you would never know it. They were very spry and attractive people and so much in love. So when you're over 60, it's not over. Do you have any good advice for any of my subscribers, Arthur? I mean, how have you been able to have this longevity?
Yes. Well, there's the reason why I think I have longevity. There is a reason, actually. Sandra made me into a pescatarian. What is that? A
Pescatarian.
Pescatarian, where we eat a little fish. I think that more or less helped. And I don't take any medications. I don't take aspirin. I used to take aspirin. They said take an 81 milligram aspirin pill. I don't take it. I don't take any aspirin, and I don't take any pills unless it was prescribed by a doctor. And I take all the supplements and all the vitamins are a scam. They don't work, and the ingredients that go in there are not really true ingredients. So I stay away from all vitamins and supplements. I think that's important.
What about exercise?
I fidget. I'm a fidgeter.
You are.
I never could stand or sit still. I'm always, you can see it, I'm always fidgeting.
It drives me crazy.
And I can never stop fidgeting. In bed, I'm fidgeting. And I asked the doctor, why I fidget that much? He says, healthy. You know, you're moving everything, and but I'm a complete fidgeter. And I like to tone it down a little bit, but I'm always doing something fidgeting.
Yeah, that is true. So you think fidgeting, exercise, good diet,
good deeds,
and good
you have
deeds.
you have to be nice to everything that's living. You have to a dog, a cat, or all type of animals and humans. And there's not enough civility in this country anymore. You know, people are not civil. They're cranky. They're pushy.
December 13th is going to be a really big day, and that's coming up really soon. We're filming this while we're still on the ship. December 13th, Emerson is coming out with 32,000 Days, and that is the album he has written. It's mainly for you and dedicated to you. And your painting is on the cover. Your one painting you ever did in your whole life.
I never did a painting after that. It was so terrible.
But that's going to be on the cover. And that's a wonderful tribute. I mean, to have a stepson that thinks so much of you, to dedicate 3 years of his life to putting together something for you. I think that's
I think it's going to be dynamite. You know, I think the whole concept, and if he pushes the concept further, you know, and he got all the things put together, and he pushes it further, gets me onto TV, it would be sensational. Because we have stories of interest, and especially Emerson, who I predicted when he was 20 years old, he wrote a song, If You Could Only See, and before it was even published or anything like that, I knew it was going to be a #1 song. And I said, that's going to be the #1 song for you, and it turned out to be the #1 song. It won the Billboard Awards. It was the most played song on rock radio in 1997 or 98, and it's still going strong. If you could only see.
Okay. All right, so that's it. Anything else you want to add about any advice about what to do, what not to do, you know, how to be happy?
We get old too soon and smart too late, right? And then that thing, on the plains of hesitation, bleached the bones of countless millions who at the dawn of decision sat down to wait, and waiting died. So this is the problem. You can't procrastinate. Anything you want to do, you go out and do it. And whether you do it right or wrong, you've done it. And I think that's very important. So don't procrastinate and do the things that you want to do. What else? I have a lot of things to say, but...
okay, what else do you have to say?
I have to think about it.
Okay, so you're going to be going to your veterans meeting.
What time is it now?
Well, it's going to be in a half hour,
Oh.
so I can walk you up there
Yeah, okay.
and
That'd be very good.
guide you
But
there. And you
I
can,
doubt if there'll be any people there. Maybe there'll be one or two people.
well, at least
I
if
would
the
be
one
surprised
or two,
if
be
there were more.
interesting to talk to people who have experienced the same thing that you have
Yeah,
experienced.
right. I had a friend, you remember, Pete Shannon, and he was in the Korean War. And every time he lived in Brooklyn, every time we visited him,
That's all he talked about.
all he talked about was the Korean War.
Yeah.
It was such a strong pull on him that this was the Korean War. He never forgot the Korean War, and he was a wonderful guy. He passed away a year ago or so. It's awful, and all my friends have passed away, and all my friends are dead. Maybe 10, 15 years. I don't have one living friend, and it's a little discouraging for me because I had a number of friends that we used to meet up periodically on weekends and so forth, and everything is gone.
So what is your advice for people that are in their 50s and 60s and how to move forward in their lives and how to best use what the next chapter
Don't
in their
procrastinate.
lives?
Go out and do anything you want to do and say, I'm going to do it, or think about doing it. If you think about doing it, you do it. Right or wrong, you make a decision. If the decision is wrong, you say, well, gee, I'm going to do something about the decision. I'm going to try and alleviate it. If not, you go forward. You go on. And, the days today are going so quickly. The weeks are days in my life now. Before I turn around, 3 years ago we were on the ship, and 3 years here we are again, and it's awesome.
I have some advice that I think you can give to people. Don't collect things.
Oh God! Don't start with me. I've been a collector for 70 years, maybe even longer. I've collected everything.
Lace.
Memorabilia, coins, paintings. I've collected everything, and every time I want to throw something out, it stuck to my finger. And I have an apartment in New York City and Chelsea, and it's full of all this stuff. I have 1,000 coins that I collected. I have jewelry, I have art, I have memorabilia, and I have books. It's unbelievable what I have. And if somebody came to my apartment and they wanted to go through all these things, it would take them a year.
Yeah, so the moral to that story is if you don't use it, get rid of it. And the moral of the story is millennials don't collect things. They don't want silver. They don't want antiques. They don't want things. They want to live very simply. So if you're collecting, you don't have anybody to sell it to.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Maybe the Salvation Army.
No, I'll tell you what. What goes around comes around again.
Yeah, but you're not going to be old enough.
No, that's right. I'll be gone. But what's out of favor today will be in favor years ahead.
Maybe.
No, it comes out. Whatever goes, it goes around, and all of a sudden metabolizes into,
Well, yeah, that's true. Like fashions come and go. Whatever was popular in the 70s, whoops, all of a sudden, if you kept things in your closet long enough, it's in fashion and in vogue again.
Yeah.
All right, so we've had a good 12 days at sea. It's been really calm. We haven't had any rough seas at all.
You don't get rough weather down here.
Well, sometimes if there's a hurricane season, but even the Atlantic can be a little rough this time if you're.
I can't begin to tell you what this ship offers. I mean, it's crazy. You get up in the morning and you eat, and you go at night, you eat, and you're always eating.
And we were at the library this morning. I have a big, beautiful library.
Yeah.
I was checking to see if my books were there because I have lectured on this ship.
Oh.
And
were there?
Well, I didn't have time because you were running around. So I figured if they're there, whatever. So, anyhow, we've had a really nice time. I've missed all of you, and thank you for watching my videos while I've been here at sea. I've tried to answer as many comments as possible. The internet is iffy. It goes in and out. So right now we're out in the middle of the Atlantic on the way home, so my internet is kind of
I
spotting.
must say something about you. You know, she is unique of what she does. It's uncanny how she does it, and without any preparation, without any script or anything like that, she just starts interviewing, and I can't understand it. And she's done maybe 100, maybe 300 blogs, and each blog is different. She's developed a following of 3 million already, and it keeps on going on and building. But she is sensational at what she does. And she set this whole thing up in 2 minutes, and here I am talking nonsense.
Well, I think you're just a little bit prejudiced. Everybody
No.
sure doesn't
She
think
is,
that.
what she does is just, and here she's a woman of going in January, I hate to say it, 81 years old. Does she look 81? Do I look 93? Yeah, I look 93, but she doesn't look 81.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you don't. What's genetics,
But she's just a true
Well, thank you.
person.
Thank you.
Okay,
Very
yeah.
nice. Yeah.
No,
Mwah.
okay.
Oh, I love it.